Aquarius, this is your love reading for September 2024. We haven't done these in a while, so I wanted to do a quick little short love reading. It's a pick a pile style. So you have to pick your pile. The first pile here is the Aquarius crystal. The second pile is the mermaid crystal. And the third pile is the pink amethyst. So you have to pick your pile. If you need to pause the video, pause it. Pick your pile, and then we'll get started. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anyone and everyone who might like it too. Please drop us a positive comment in the comment section, and if you want to get a reading done, please email me or hit me up on social media. My information is underneath this video, and the decks that I'm getting ready to use will also be underneath this video in case any of you want to check them out. Okay? All right, so let's get started. Your love life, pile one. Pile one, you got the Seven of Cups. This is interesting, okay? Because as an Aquarius, it doesn't surprise me, but it doesn't surprise me as an Aquarius, but it's still interesting. Because look at all the cups in the sky and the woman just sitting there looking at them. You have a lot of options, Aquarius. Your love life is not just one person, pining away for you. You have options, and you might not even know it. Because see how some of these options are more pronounced, and some of them are behind in the clouds, and these are a little bit in the clouds, but kind of coming up. So some of these people, like one or two of them, you certain want you. They might have even said it by now. And other ones is kind of playing back. Some of them are kind of watching you from back deep. Like, should I approach Aquarius? So you have a lot of options right now in September coming towards you, Aquarius in Power One. So you have to decide which lovers you want to entertain. What an awesome problem to have. I say entertain all of them until one of them acts right. Until one of them show and prove, entertain all of them, and don't tell no lies. Let people know. I'm auditioning. What you trying to do. So, Aquarius, you're going to have to decide which person you want, and you get to take your time with that, get to know them and see. Because, like I said, certain ones you don't even know. They might be in your inbox. You might think it's your friend, and they could be pining away for you. You don't know. You don't know all of them. So, let them reveal themselves. Or it might be like you might like one or two of them more than the others. Allow yourself time to pick. Now, I asked the cards to give you a hint on which one to pick. They said, pick the one that has the most tattoos. No, I'm just teasing. For some of us that love tattoos, that would be a good answer though. But this card actually says pick the one who's the most individual, who has the best individuality, the one who's the most interesting. And this makes sense for Aquarius because we're individuals, So it says pick the one that's the most original, the one that's the most genuine, that's the most authentic, that they beat to their own drum. They not a follower. They ain't gotta do everything everybody else do. Well, everybody, is drinking Alizé, for example. So I gotta drink Alizé. The person who's not trying to keep up with the Joneses, the person that's not trying to compete with their neighbors and comparing themselves, the person who is an individual. They do what they love. That's the one you pick, Aquarius. And if none of them are like that, throw them all back and manifest one like that. Because for you guys in Power One, it says here that's the person that's going to make you the happiest. The person that's the most authentic, the most original, the most genuine. And I agree with that. As an Aquarius, I agree 100%. Put this to the side. All right, that's the end of pile one. Now we're going to go into pile two. What does pile two have going on? Pile two, check this out. This is a little annoying to me. And I hope this isn't my pile because I didn't pick a pile. So I'm hoping this is not my pile. But some of you are going to get mad when I say this. But the Six of Cups represents the past. So, for many of you, what this is representing is somebody from the past, somebody from your past, somebody you have unfinished business with is going to be a central point, a key point, or a major thorn in your side in September 2024. Or this person is planning to spin the block. Okay? Like LL said, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. This person is planning a comeback. So for some of you, this might be great news. You might be waiting for somebody to come back, and it could be that person or it could be a different person. But for many of you, this is somebody from the past. Or maybe some of you are with somebody that you got with in the past. So let's say you got with this person when you were 17 and you still with that person. So for some of you, that's what it's going to be. But for many of us, it's going to be someone from the past. And for those of us that have no past, it could actually be somebody from a past life. Now, of course, you wouldn't know this unless you came to me and got a past life reading, but you might feel it. A lot of people, when they come across a person from their past, they feel it. They feel like the person is familiar. That's what it feels like. It feels like, because I've met people from my past lives, many people that I can identify. And when I first met them, without even knowing that, they felt familiar. So if you meet a person at Walmart or at Target and they feel familiar, that could be that person. So for some of us, it's not a person from the past, it's a person from a past life. And that's how you will know the difference between the two. Now, your advice: trust. This is going to be very important, especially if it's somebody that you dated before or somebody you kicked to the curb before. The question is, are they trustworthy? Can you trust this person? If this person is somebody who you haven't seen for a while and they've come back and they're trying to get you to believe in them again, don't do it. Watch them. Watch their actions. Watch how they move. Watch that before you offer that trust back. Because for many of us, this word trust is going to be huge. Okay? If there's somebody from the past that's a habitual liar and they still lying, that means that you can't trust that person. Kick them right back to the curb. Don't even open the door for them. So it's going to depend on who the person is. If they are a habitual liar, they was lying back then, they probably still lying now. Okay? If you catch them in a lie, that lets you know right there they're still doing the same shit and you can't trust them. So if it's somebody who's come back from the past and you cannot trust them, Aquarius, throw them back into the ocean. If it's somebody who's come back and you can trust them, maybe they've done some work, they've been in therapy for 5 or 6 years, or maybe something has changed, and they've embraced honesty as part of their spiritual practice. I don't know. But if they come back forward and they are trustworthy, Aquarius, it is okay for you to explore if you want to reconnect with this person. But if they come back and they're still being dishonest, they're still being toxic, they're still being narcissistic, don't do it. Because you're going to get the same exact results you got the last time. And you will have wasted more time that you could have been doing something else. Okay? That's why I said I hope that's not mine, because I've had 3 people try to spin the block and I'm like, nope, we don't spin blocks. Not anymore. Alright, now this is the last one. This is for pile 3. Pile 3, your love life has the 5 of Swords. That's strange. The 5 of Swords is about 3 people. So for some of you, this is about a love triangle. It could be a throuple, like a menage a trois, a poly experience as well. But it's when there's a lot of people involved, 3 or more, and somebody walks away. The 5 of Swords, one person walks away. There could have been a fight, something like that. Somebody could have, like, if it's a polyamorous situation, maybe somebody got into an argument and stopped talking to the others. It could be anything along those lines. It also could be 2 people where one of them walked away. One of them decided, it's too many swords here. It's too much drama here. I'm out, So if it's 2 people, it could be that. Whatever the case is, this is a time of turmoil. It's a time when you're in a no-win situation romantically. So if you're somebody who's single Be very careful if anybody approaches you in September, because they could be the one that just walked away, or they could still be in this situation. If you're somebody who's in a relationship of, with one or more people, and something like this occurs, it's a minor arcana. So I'm going to get us some advice on it, but some of the times it just indicates letting the air clear. Some of you will walk away from this and never come back, but some of you just need some space. And I asked about your advice. So for those of you who are in pile 3, your advice is to be present. Isn't that a beautiful chocolate mama? Oh, she's gorgeous. It's to be present. It's all about your presence. So for those of you who need a little bit of space, it's fine. It is fine. Take your space. But your presence is required. So you need to take your space, get your head right, and come back forward. This is not for those of you, even the ones of you that want to take that retreat, you need to come back forward and state what it how you feel. The swords are about communication. So you need to state how you feel. If you're coming into this relationship, if you're leaving the relationship, if you're not certain about the relationship, whatever you're trying to do, you need to tell the other person, communicate with them effectively, is what this is saying. And for many of you, the answer isn't walking away. I know some of you might need a little bit of space, maybe a day or a weekend or something. But for a lot of you, when you get the presence card, it's not about walking away. It's actually the opposite. It's about standing your ground. It's about being present. Maybe y'all are arguing about something that can be worked through if all 3 of you, or all 2 of you, or all 5 of you will just walk away, calm down and breathe, and come back together and talk again. It doesn't have to be the end of the world. Only some of you are going to choose to walk away from this, because some of you have already done that time and time again, and it's not going anywhere. And then some of you, this might be the first time there's been an issue. And for yet others of you, maybe something else needs to happen. Maybe the last time, whatever happened, y'all decided to go to therapy but never actually went. So this is saying to be in the present moment. Let your presence be felt. Focus and talk with the person or people and decide what you want to do. Don't ghost, don't run. If you need space, ask for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, speak up. Communication is with those swords. It was 5 of them too, so that means a lot of communication is going to need to be had. So communicate what you think, what you need. I need space. We can talk about this in 2 days. I'll call you. I'll hit you up. I'll inbox you. Okay? So that's what this card is telling us. So 5, pile 3, this looks a little turbulent. Compared to the other 2, this looks like it could be the most turbulent. So just be really careful and remember what I said about communication. All right, loves. That's your love information. Let me know what happens in your love life, because I be telling y'all about mine. And y'all don't tell me enough about y'all. So let me know. I'm trying to find out. So you guys come back soon, because I got a lot more to say. See you later.